My name is Leonard Parker. I'm an SEO and digital marketing professional based in Houston. I have about 9 years of experience working on SEO and SEM campaigns, and that experience does include working with behavioral health practices such as yours. Now, you would definitely be the first practice that focuses solely on insomnia and related therapies and treatments. Whereas most of my behavioral health clients in the past have been more so in psychotherapy, psychiatry, um, other conditions. They focus treating on other conditions and not so much insomnia. But I do understand, somewhat of the landscape, and I do believe with that experience, I can provide some value to you as you try to get more leads uh, do SEO and pay-per-click advertising. So thank you for sharing your website URL. I do like to do a quick audit so that you at least have an idea of some of the things I'm looking at when I review your website. So the first thing I notice, very nice, clean website. I really love the color scheme here. It's definitely gives me a calm feeling, and that's really what you want to kind of promote yourself as a place where you can get rest and you can overcome the obstacle that is insomnia. Now, as I scroll down, my first recommendation here would be to take a look at your testimonials. So first and foremost, it's great that you do have testimonials. I think a next step as far as conversion rate optimization would be, trying to get these folks to, review you on Google My Business or Facebook. And the benefit there is that when you add a picture to a testimonial, it definitely adds another layer of credibility. This person actually exists, and you can go, if you want, you can go find them on Facebook. I'm not saying that you made up these reviews, of course not, but it does add a extra layer of credibility. And if it is possible, take even the next step and do video testimonials where you actually have someone talking on screen for maybe a few minutes about what their problem was with insomnia, what were the consequences of not solving that problem, and how they came to find the insomnia clinic, what were the treatments that they underwent, and what are the results. And you always want to add that human element. Even your written testimonials is that now that they have overcome insomnia, what are some of the positive benefits in their life? Do they have more energy at work? Were they able, with that more energy, able to get a promotion or a raise? Do they have more energy to spend time with their family, their kids? Really there's a lot of different ways you can go with that depending on the person, but that is the benefit of doing video and kind of having a structure how those testimonials are put together. So other than that, I would say the first thing I would look at are your services pages. And I almost look at these services as different categories where they're all different ways you can treat insomnia and other sleep deprivation issues. These are different categories. And under these categories, I would have certain target keywords for each category. And then from there, I have my services page at the top. And then from there, I would have at least 4 to 5 blog articles that are dedicated to that service or to the keywords that we're trying to target with that service. And one thing I did notice is that, yeah, you're doing a great job with the blog articles. Good job there. And I see that you're linking to other blog articles, but I'm really not seeing those links back to the services pages because what I would imagine, if we were to build links to your blog articles, if we were to promote your blog articles on social media, eventually you would want people to click through to your services pages, and that's where they will complete the conversion. But right now, I'm not really seeing that last step as far as the internal links. So that would definitely be an area that I would like to map out and clean up for you, so that you can better drive people through that patient journey or that journey to become a patient. Other than that, Yeah, just mapping, the entire content process. I don't see the dates on your posts. I'm not sure how frequently you are posting, but you have a blog. That's a great start. But typically I like to do at least 4 blog articles per month. It's not just for the sake of writing blogs, but more blog articles, especially if they're on topics that people are looking for, gives your practice more opportunities to be found, and it gives you more opportunities to target keywords and long tail keywords. So those are some of the benefits of a blog. And then of course it does showcase your expertise. And again, my team, I do have writers who focus on different behavioral health topics, and this would be right up our alley. Now, other than that, let's go to your contact page. So one thing I wasn't sure about, Robert, I see that you have, it seems like the physical clinic is in Colorado Springs, but you also may serve patients in Denver, which makes a lot of sense. That's the biggest city in the state. So I wasn't sure if you had a physical location there, or if you were open to, even if it's like a Regis space or something, so that you have a physical location in Denver. I wasn't sure because it wasn't listed. The reason why that's important, if I go here, let's just say if I typed in, sorry, this is always slow when I'm just trying to share. Clinic, insomnia. Let's do insomnia treatment, Denver. Let's see. Must not be a very competitive keyword. Let's do something more general. Sleep treatment, Denver. There we go. So I'm going to assume that most of the keywords that you want to target, people are looking for someone who can help them locally. And the reason why I know that for sleep treatment Denver, and this is just one example, but you see this map package showed up here. So there's been enough people to click through to different, search results that Google has enough data to show that people are really looking for someone who's local. So why that's important for you. So as we begin to work on your SEO campaign, let's say even if we were able to get you here somewhere in the top 3 for Denver, 60 to 70% of the clicks are going to go to these search results here in the map pack. So that's why it's important, if you don't have a physical Denver location, that you at least have some type of address so that you would be eligible to rank in this map pack. And then, of course, similar to what you did with your Colorado Springs location, you need to get reviews. You need to respond to those reviews. And once they're enabled, after COVID kind of settles a bit more, you should take advantage of the Q&A feature and the Google Post feature, as a way to, again, to showcase your expertise, show up for long tail keywords, and to promote your content. So that's I think that would be big for kind of your Denver presence. And then going back here to your Colorado Springs profile, it's great that you're responding to reviews. I would say the only thing here, try to incorporate, target phrases here in your review responses. So for example, for this review from Snowbird, you said, "Thank you for the great review. We are so happy to hear that you were satisfied with your experience at our office." Maybe one extra sentence you could have added there was, "We pride ourselves on providing best-in-class sleep therapy to the Colorado Springs area." So not only are you including your location in that review response, but you're also including one of your keywords. I'm going to assume that's one of your keywords there as well. So definitely over time, as you start to respond with those key phrases, it's going to better categorize your website and your profile for Colorado Springs and for sleep treatment therapies. Now, going back to your website, one last thing for the locations, I would recommend, um, considering building out a dedicated city page for Colorado Springs and a dedicated city page for Denver. I'm not familiar with those markets, but if there are major suburbs in and around Colorado Springs or Denver, also consider building out city pages for those as well, because even though they're smaller than the actual city, there's enough people there. Your population is high enough, and there's affluence there. They have money to spend on sleep therapy. It would be a great kind of low level hanging fruit way to get more visibility for the surrounding area. And I would say, starting off, I would probably do no more than 5 or 10 of those city pages. But that's, time and time again, that's always been a way to, I found, that get more organic traffic through SEO. Now, going to your link building profile, and this is my last point on SEO. Looks like you do have some backlinks. That's good. You have a few, high authority or backlinks with high authority, but it's definitely limited. So I see a big area of opportunity for your campaign are building more high authority backlinks from local websites in the Colorado Springs and Denver areas, but also from industry related websites, websites related to behavioral health or, specifically insomnia. And typically what I like to do, Robert, is to look at maybe your top 3 to 5 competitors in each market you're going after, and each keyword, maybe some of the the big money keywords that you're going after, look at what they're doing with their link building strategy and try to, one, replicate that, and then two, figure out how we can go above and beyond what your competitors are doing. So that kind of wraps up the SEO part of this video. Now, kind of just looking at PPC, and I'm not sure if you've also considered it, but it can be a great way to jumpstart getting more leads and more calls for your practice. And typically, what I recommend, build out some dedicated landing pages. Maybe pick um, your top 2 or 3 services. Build out dedicated landing pages for those, and then we build dedicated campaigns for each of those services. That way, we can get really granular and targeted on the keywords that we're bidding for. And over time, we'll be able to understand which keywords are outperforming or performing at best, and then double down on those keywords. But at a high level, that's what I would recommend. And then in PPC, if you have any other questions, happy to help. That's something that my team and I, we also specialize in for behavioral health clients. Going back to your website, so one last thing, and this is kind of timely. I didn't see anything in regards to. I did see the blog on COVID-19, but anything in regards to, are you actually still serving patients in your physical practice? Are you providing telehealth services? I think that needs to be a lot more explicit as soon as someone lands on your page, because someone might know they need insomnia treatment, but they're kind of hesitant on visiting an office at this time, with the COVID situation. So you might be losing potential calls and patients that you could otherwise be getting if you had something here that just said, plain and clear that you are offering telehealth services. So that wraps up this video, Robert. It's a lot longer than I expected it to be, but I do hope it helps you understand kind of some of the things I'm seeing for the website and for the practice. But I do look forward to your response. Take care and have a great rest of your Monday.